Hello and welcome to the United Stand. I have made it safely back from the Football Blogging Awards in Manchester, and I'm going to do a combined Manchester United versus Arsenal best 11. Massive game tomorrow or today or whenever you're watching this, and I thought it was a pertinent thing to do because there's a lot of people doing it and I've got quite an interesting take on it. So I'm going to do it based on who's available at the moment. So De Gea would be in goal, obviously. We'd have... Bellerin probably would be my right back, but he's not fit. So I would go with Darmian as my right back. So that's 2-0 to United. Centre-backs wise, I've got to be honest, I do like Mustafi. I think he's a player that maybe we should have gone for in the summer. He's not caught the spineless jelly baby bug quite yet of Arsenal, but give him a couple of months. They're going through that Christmas period. At the moment, he's quite reliable and he's a strong centre-back. So I would have Mustafi. I know a lot of people would say Koscielny. No, he's the definition of a jelly baby. Big game bottler, decent player, but he's got that Arsenal infection of always going to be, never the bride, always the bridesmaid. So based on the fact that I think Smalling's injured, Bay's injured, I'm going to put Phil Jones in there. Because although he is injury prone, the one thing he hasn't injured is his spine. He isn't spineless, he has one. Arsenal defenders don't, apart from Mustafi. So I'd have Mustafi and Jones as my centre-backs. Left back, let's assume that Luke Shaw's injured, so I would go Daley Blind. Our left backs are better than Arsenal's left backs. Move along. So that's my back four. 4-1 to United, yeah. Into the midfield, there's no midfielder better than Michael Carrick in the Premier League on his game, so he plays for me. Pogba, again, Arsenal, he's the most mentioned Arsenal player this year, Paul Pogba. So we've got to play him. It almost feels like Pogba is an Arsenal player, in fact, because he gets mentioned by them so much. He's a United player, they can dream on, so I would have Carrick and Pogba. And as the head of the three, I was very, very close. I was thinking Herrera, I was thinking Mata, and I was thinking Ozil. Because I quite like, as much as he's an Arsenal player, I do like Ozil. I like those little passes he does, the way he links things up. So I would go... The only thing that makes me not want to go Ozil is, again, he's been infected by the spineless jelly baby bug at Arsenal. And remember, when he comes to Old Trafford, he's normally bad. However... in fairness, because they're getting absolutely dominated, like I think they will do tomorrow, I'm going to put Ozil as the head there. I think in a few months' time, Mata might have that position nailed down, and he's definitely not a big game bottler like Ozil, but yeah, let's go with Ozil. On the left, I would have to find a place for Alexis Sanchez. He is one player I would take from Arsenal because he plays with injuries. He's a phenomenon of science, really, because he's one player who's been at the Emirates for a couple of years now who hasn't caught the spineless jelly baby bug. So I'd put him on the left. I'd put on the right, I would put, don't come to me talking about Oxlade-Chamberlain or Walcott, you're having a laugh. I'd probably I'd put Rashford on there just to get him in the team. And up front, Zlatan's better than any striker they've got. I mean, Sanchez has been playing up front for them, but I'd put him out on the left. Zlatan up front. So my combined Arsenal, Manchester United or Manchester United 11 is, based on who's fit at the moment, I would have De Gea in goal, I'd have Darmian at right back, I would have Mustafi and Phil Jones as centre-backs, I'd have Daley Blind as left-back, I'd have Carrick, Pogba, Ozil as the midfield, Sanchez on the left, Rashford on the right, and Zlatan up front. So there's only 3 Arsenal players in there. And people might say, what are you on about? They're top of the league. No. Last time I remembered, you don't actually win anything in November. Last time I remembered, Arsenal have never won a Champions League, and they certainly haven't won the title in the last 12 years. And United might have had a bad 3 years, but we've had bad managers for 3 years. And we'll see who wins tomorrow. But, I would take United players, as bad as they've been, over Arsenal players every day of the week. Because at least United, we might lose some silly points over the last 3 years, but pretty much we will turn up most games. Arsenal, for 12 years, they've consistently struggled against big sides because they've got the spineless jelly baby bug. So that's my combined 11. Bring the hate, Arsenal fans, but you know what? You've got nothing to back it up on, and we've got over a decade of experience of what you really are like. So bring it on tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. We're live at 11:30 with the watch along and the team news. But you know what? We've beaten before with Fabio's and Rafael da Silva in the midfield, and Darren Gibson, and we can beat them tomorrow with Rojo, Jones, Fellaini, and Rooney pissed. We'll still win. Thanks for watching. Speak to you very soon. Get commenting below. I'm genuinely not tongue-in-cheek. That is my team. I would only take 3 Arsenal players, 4 Bellerin if he was fit. That's it. Thanks for watching. Speak to you all soon. See you at 11:30. We've got the van cam up later. I'm going to have a rest. Really feeling it after last night. But another little vloggy thing.